the Don Juan Carlos, and we are back here for some more Choo Choo the Moon official Destiny 2 slash other podcast. What is good with you? It is your boy, the GAC. I already said that. I am your host, and we are brought to you today by. What
The
are we
letter
brought today
T.
by? The letter T. Yes, thank you. And stay and water. Stay hydrated. I'm have here with me my co-host, Blazing.
Hi.
And thank you, Blazing. Thank you for that. And we have our other co-host, Wolfy.
Hello.
What is good with you guys? How you boys doing?
Yeah, I'm alright. Just vibing.
Just
At the
vibing.
moment.
That's what we do. Blazing, how you
Just a
doing?
And half asleep.
Yeah, I felt that as well. So first things before we officially jump into it, first thing I want to say is everybody stay safe out there. The corona is very much real, so wash your ass, use hand sanitizer, and go wash your hands. All right. And secondly, we had our featured guest last week, the Gaming Monk. So shouts out to my boy. He's currently, well, at this time he won't be, but in the time that we're recording this and live, he is currently live on Twitch. So I'll put his link in the description. Definitely go support our boy because he is out here in these streets. But with that, I think that's all of the introductions done. We're pretty much good here. So
Yeah.
let's just jump right into it. I'm good, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that or if anyone asked. I'm all right. I'm just vibing.
Nah, no one asked.
Yep. All right.
I
Well,
was
let's
gonna
keep moving.
ask, rude ass
Nah.
motherfucker.
Nah.
It's so rude. All right. All right.
It's alright.
So how you guys feeling this week about D2? There's a lot. I would say there's a lot to cover this week. I guess.
Yeah.
Does anyone
Yeah.
want to start?
I guess I'll start again like last time I was on here.
Mhm.
What do you think about like specifically what do you think about the season and how it's like being played at the moment? Is it fun? Is it boring? Or is it like
What
is
do
it
you mean?
grindy? Is it just too
Uh,
grindy or
What exactly do you mean? Do you mean in terms of like PvP or something or PvE?
like just everything, like all the activities mashed together? What is like the what's the fun value of it?
What's
I guess you
the
could say.
general consensus?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, right now, I'm actually having fun. I'm having a lot more fun than I did last season at this point. I know it's only like 2 weeks in, almost
Yeah.
three, by the time this comes out, but I'm having a lot more fun than trying to just like boot up the freaking what was it last season? The obelisk shit.
Mm.
And like
Yeah.
juicing up the obelisk and that shit not giving you powerfuls or anything.
Yeah, so it's like, why do
Yeah.
it?
That shit is ass. But at least this season, you can definitely grind out pinnacles a lot easier, which is
Yeah.
always nice, and you can just do shit a lot. Like
Yeah.
they removed a lot of the different activities to get pinnacles, but a lot of stuff is still powerful enough so that you get the levels that you need to
Yeah.
in order to stay relevant, I would say.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel right now. I can go into it a little bit more, but I'll let you guys get a chance to answer.
Well, how do you feel about it, Blazing?
Well, I mean, like, at least now I feel like I'm not wasting my time shoving objects into this strange looking device and getting mediocre things out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I
actually
felt
getting
that.
stuff I can use.
True.
And actually, like, this story seems a little bit more fleshed out than Saints was.
Yeah, Saints was a bit.
No, look, Saints was like,
Wild.
oh yeah, we saved them 3 weeks in, and then the season was dead after that.
Yeah, like, that was it. But
It was
this one
quite
feels
wild.
like there's more death.
Yeah, I see that, but like, what I genuinely liked last season more with the obelisks because it is like it was a lot. I wouldn't say it's quite like even on the grindiness of it, obviously. But I would say that by far, for me, would be the obelisks themselves. The obelisks themselves was quite grindy and nice to have. And towards the end of the season, I know that like it's almost third week, but we haven't got anything like the Empyrean Foundation, which hinted at for the Empyrean Foundation or anything like that. So it would be nice to see like an Empyrean Foundation-esque thing to make it more I guess friendlier to people that don't grind as much for like the Warmind shit and the Warmind levels and the Warmind bits. Because for me, I haven't even got to rank 3 on my thing yet because I just haven't been grinding as much. I've been playing other games and things like that.
That's fair. Like, you know that when the season dropped, me and Monk did our thing. We did 3 8-hour streams of like the first week of the new season. So I can understand if someone who plays it like more casually doesn't have their obelisk or not their Rasputin leveled up all the way. But it'll be 3 weeks and you still have enough time because on Tuesday actually the new obelisk should be released. At least that's what Monk tells me. It should be released, and even if I don't mind personally that there isn't like an Empyrean Foundation thing like that they've announced, because there's like a bunch of other activities. Like I'm not sure if we're getting Revelry again this season, but we're definitely getting the Guardian games, and the game is actually the game is actually currently bugged. I actually got one of the Guardian games achievements.
Oh wow!
It's still hidden. Like it doesn't say any information, but I was doing randomly just playing, and it gave me the Guardian. It said, "Oh yeah, you unlocked this for the Guardian game." So I'm not mad about that. So and like I said, it's been 3. It'll be 3 weeks on Tuesday. It's even if you don't play it that much. Like there are other things that you might be interested in playing, like specifically if you're interested in PvP, like getting ready for trials and stuff like that. Getting your stuff ready you have to level up your bunker, because that's the only way you're going to get like top tier anything to even remotely catch up.
Yeah, quite true. But like, I just seem like even with the power climb, I think the power climb is grindy enough with everything. But like I feel like it can become too much of a grind into trials and things like that, which is what I was scared about, because I'm unable to do trials at 970. I'm unable to do it. I tried it with Paul the other day and it didn't work out. And yeah, I don't know. Just it seems too much of a grind.
It's really not, because when Blazing played with us, like he grinded up a little bit. He grinded up to like 980 or 990 or something like that, and he played with us a little bit. And he didn't even grind as hard as we did, and he was still able to keep up. It's not the fact that like it's too grindy. If you don't do the grind, or like you wait too long just trying to jump into trials and participate, you're too far behind. And that's not like not like the concept of like you're gonna miss out. But because you waited so long, things start to stack up, and then there's even more of a reach to like to grind stuff out to catch up, and that'll make you want to play the game less.
Because I feel like you're just playing catch up and not actually playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I understand that.
If you if you want to, since everybody's home basically for the Roni, like if you trying to catch up and grind, like myself and Monk can just like easily catch you up to speed.
I guess, I still got school shit to do and like education wise.
Well, when you
But-
have free time, I should say that.
Yeah, true.
Because we're both on Monk and I are both on the sidelines while this Roni thing solves
Yeah.
itself in NA. But I totally get where you're coming from. For me personally, just grinding, like I'll sit down and play this game for like 12 hours just grinding. Like nothing, I'm not even doing anything special. I'm just playing. And it does nothing for me. So
You're just vibing.
I'm just vibing. Like
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I have almost enough to upgrade the next two bunkers like all the way on the first day. So
Yeah.
and I'll talk about this more like once I get to like my topic, but I'm interested in all the like the mods and shit that's available in the new guns because
Start throwing Warmind Cells.
you already know, baby.
The Warmind Cells, I still don't understand the concept.
Bro,
like, what
wait
do they do?
till I pop off.
Oh my.
Wait till I pop off. You ain't ready for this. You are
Like-
not ready.
DJ, please, they're just a child.
Bro, he's just a young boy. He don't know nothing.
There's children watching.
Mm-hmm. There is. But yeah, that's the grind is well that'll come with like D2 anyway. Like as you play, if you play D2 since like D1, like there's always just grinding to get some. And I'm actually what makes grinding worth it for me currently is the high roll legendaries. Like if you haven't been noticing, when they say they adjusted the drops for all legendaries, it's quite noticeable. You're only getting like 48 stat rolls on things that come from engrams from Xur or exotics from Xur. Those are the only ones that are low base power.
Yeah.
But finding them in the wild, yeah, it's pretty nuts. Which is why I literally spent most of this morning just grinding out the nightfall, so I can get my sanguines, and I got two drops, right? It gave me Winter's Guile, which is no longer disabled, and it gave me fucking the Vesper shit, which makes in like the arc pulse when you cast a rift, which is ass. But I got an exotic, so that's what counts. So what else you got, Wolfy? Grinding. What is do you want? Like, do you think grinding? You want to talk about PvP grinding? Cause I've been popping off.
The PvP grinding is there any new scene other than trials like for PvP, or is it just like is it straight up just like the same PvP? You go in, you get tokens, you go out, get a little bit of grinding up for your level by leveling up your crucible with shacks, and then go back in. Is it still like that?
Not really, because so for trials, because this week they actually disabled the light level you get from Obelisk, so there's not really a point to freaking like doing a couple games, playing a couple games, then trying to like get as much experience as you can to level up your artifact, because it's disabled. Secondly, you don't even get to turn in tokens until you have 3 wins. I don't know if it was like that in D1.
It wasn't.
But
No.
you actually have to work for to be able to turn in tokens to even get rewarded in trials. Like it was sweaty already, but to like make any progress or like get like complete the collections tab for like all the weapons and shit, like you gotta work.
Go to work.
You go to work, and Blazing knows we were working yesterday. We trying to schmooze, and Blazing is the Mindbender / spare rations magnet. So
I swear.
no, it's true, because we were playing trials earlier and you were watching. There was 2 games where there were Mindbenders, and the rest of the games everybody was just vibing. No one
I
cared.
wasn't there. I was there for the 2 games that were my members. Then I just left.
We were just saying, after that everybody was just vibing. We're popping off, we're doing things.
Yeah.
I'm just a bad luck magnet. That's all it is.
It's fine though. And I'll say
Yeah,
this.
I feel that. I have those days where just I play PvP, and that just always seems to be the thing.
I got life.
You're right.
He's been sentenced to life for pain.
To be fair, with the changes to PvP, I have jumped into comp, like for this season, so I can like get adjusted, so it's not like, you know, I'm only playing during trials. Like I'm actually getting practice in during the week when trials is not live yet, and I've been having a lot of fun. Like actually, like nothing seems too broken. I know it's elimination, so it's not the same, but I've had a lot more closer games. Like I played a game earlier this week where I literally my team, I wouldn't say I literally threw, my team threw a 3-0 lead in elimination and just fucking tossed that shit right into the dumpster, and we got reverse sweeped. And even though this is pretty bad, I was popping off, I was fragging, and I had a lot of fun. I had a 1v3 clutch in the next game after that, and we won the game because I met the and no disrespect to my mans, but I literally met the worst Titan in the game.
Y'all got Titans here?
Right, no, alright, so here's what happened, right? So, we're playing on Burnout, and you know in the open area where the big ass column is in the center and it splits the left and the right side?
Yeah.
Right, so I'm on the right side, I got my Mida out, I got a shotgun, and I'm like, oh shit, we're out of lives, I'm the last one alive. And there's 3 of them. So I'm just chilling out here using my Mida, like, okay, I can see where they're coming, you know, they pushing. So the Warlock walks up, and I fucking domed the Warlock with Mida. He's like, damn, I got shit on. And then the Hunter comes up, and I dome him with Mida from across the map. So I'm like, alright, it's a 1v1, I fucking got this. And then the Titan is just like trying to, he didn't even rush me when it was a 2v1, and they knew where I was, because I popped the rift. He didn't rush me, he was just like, yeah, I'm gonna snipe this fool.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna peek out a couple times, and he missed the first one. I peeked out a second time, crouched, he missed the second one. And then we're just throwing shots at each other. And then we go into overtime. It's still a 1v1, we in overtime. And I'm just like, alright then, I gotta do something, because we can't just sit here and fight outside all day. So I push back into the building from that right side to go to the capture point, and at that point the heavy had spawned, and where the Titan was, he was literally right by the heavy. And so he instead of going straight to heavy, he chased me around, so I got delirium ammo and just mowed him down, and it was disturbing. So I'm popping off. I'm having a lot of fun. These guys are hoes mad. That's all I'll say. Hoes mad.
Hoes mad.
Hoes hella mad.
Bro, like
I haven't even gone into a game of Trials yet, but like properly with like you boys. I've gone on with Paul and just trolled.
You don't.
But like,
why are you trolling in Trials, you bot?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because I was using Outbreak, which.
Wait, Outbreak
again,
isn't bad though.
Yeah, I know. I still destroyed you, Blazing, with that. Was it Blazing or Saucy?
No, it definitely was Blazing.
Yeah, can we talk about that for a sec?
Alright, bro, have the floor. Do it. You know, it's your time.
Blazing, buddy. Why would you offer a 1v1 to me, and then proceed to like start trolling?
The sound of you just literally outranging me with Outbreak.
I literally, you could have swapped your loadout.
Yeah, but guess what? I ain't a bitch.
I mean, I did swap mine. I still had a fusion rifle in my secondary, and then I switched it to mine benders after, because you started shotgun rushing me. So I was like,
well, because you were literally playing back with Outbreak. What do you want me to do? Fight you?
What do you? What did I expect you to do? Not shotgun rush me when I have range.
That's your own fault for being an idiot.
This is why we run scrims. Literally for that reason. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I can't wait to get back to it, because that's a lot of fun. I had a blast.
Yeah, that was really fun. Ugh.
So yeah, PvP is in a pretty good state. Iron Banner's coming back next week. So
Oh, with that Iron Banner bow as well.
yes, I was gonna say like I had a theory. I was like, yeah. Iron
Yeah.
Banner comes back next week, so all the casuals are about to play IB, right?
So you know what
and
I mean.
none of them are gonna be in trials, so we're gonna get some good games.
Yeah.
And then I realized, oh, Iron Banner has pinnacles, so they're just gonna play the first day because everybody got coronavirus, and they're just gonna get all the pinnacles and go back to trials on Saturday. And I'm like, all right, man, never mind.
Yeah, that level grind's gonna be very, 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 very high.
Bro, you want to get on top of it before you. I know you're playing Monster Hunter now, but you definitely want to get on top of it for Iron Banner if you want to.
Yeah,
actually,
Monster Hunter ain't getting an update for about another 12 years. So
like you want to get on top of that grind before it's too late, and you literally won't be able to play Trials this season.
Yeah. I'll probably hop on like maybe even today, but to be honest, I don't know, cause like Monster Hunter, it seems the choice for me. Just
man, I'm hearing a whole lot of excuses. Anyway.
oh, all right then.
But you don't understand, Monk was here last week and lit a fire under my man's ass. He is ready to go. He ain't taking no hostages. He's just ready to frag. It's time for him. My boy's finna pop off.
I am indeed fragging.
He is indeed fragging. It's really about that time.
Yeah.
It is truthfully about that time. So, what you got anything else, Wolfy, about grinding, other stuff, raiding? We gotta do some more other raids. We finished.
Well, like, just to top it off, like, how are you guys enjoying this season? As in, like, personally, are you guys having fun with the season, or
I'm having fun.
Yeah, well, Blazing's having fun.
Blazing having fun. I'm having fun too. Like this season, definitely with the changes to PvP, have breathed a new fresh of life into it. So, like, I'm more excited to play more comp, even if I'm not like grinding for anything per se. Just like wanting to play like top tier players to like get my bearings on like what PvP is, the changes to PvP is like, and just learning my guns in a PvP setting, so I actually know like what ranges and like what areas I can go to per se versus just like running it in PvP like, wow, this just one shot someone, and then like going to PvP and like, wow, this shit is kind of ass.
Wow, that was whack.
That was whack, Jeffrey. I don't know what I was thinking.
Jeffrey, I'm not fragging.
Jeffrey, I'm feeding. Call me Zapman. Oh wait, that's toxic too. We won't go there. We won't go there.
Can't say that here.
Look, fam. Look, fam. If my mans can steal $80,000 to pay off college tuition and not get banned and the world championship, bro.
Hey, man, I don't know what you want me to tell you, brother.
I don't know what you want to tell me. This is why that game is ass, and we won't mention the game. Game is top tier ass. But yeah, what about you? Well, you haven't even really played, so it's not really.
I haven't played much. No, I can't have a full-on input because, like, at the moment, I haven't been enjoying myself that much because I've just been catching up and I haven't been getting into like the new content fresh. I'm still doing the Fourth Horseman thing, and I might I'm at like the final part. So
well, Corey's today. If you want to grab it.
Yeah, true.
Wait, what's today?
Corey, legendary Lost Bunk.
Oh yeah, you need to do that one.
And I'll carry you. I'll carry you. Like,
hey,
literally,
you carry me through mine.
Blazy was like, "Hey, yo, DJ, you doing something? No. You can you be the muscle for me in this this freaking Lost sector?" I'm like, I guess. Literally, Blazy is just like, "I'm doing damage," and I'm just running around like, "All right, this is dead. He's dead."
Hey,
everybody's
I was happy
dead.
to do damage. All right, I was vibing.
He was vibing. He was popping off. He was definitely.
Sometimes you just can't choose to be picky out here in these streets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like the raid. We could definitely be picky about the. Oh, Wolfie, did you hear about this?
What?
Oh, okay.
Oh, man,
Blazing,
we
do
don't
you
talk
want to
about
tell
it.
me the story, or do I want to tell?
I want to hear this from an outside perspective.
All right, all right, all right. So,
Oh, so it's all blazing.
no, it's definitely not Blazing's fault. So, here I am, you know, as I do, just vibing, you know, just doing some casual grinding as I do, because that's what I do in this game. And I get a message about like, I don't know, 10, 11 p.m. And it's Blazing. I was like, oh, it's my man Blazing. A word? Let me talk to my man Blazing. I said, yo, what's up, dog? And Blaze was like, yo, man, we need a 6 for a raid. You wanna play? I was like, what raid you doing? And Blaze was like, we're doing Levy. I was like, all right, cool. I'm down for some Leviathan. I'm here. And he invites me to the call. And the minute that I joined the call, it was preceded with 5 minutes worth of screaming. And I'm just like, bro, what the fuck is going on here? Right? So then Blaze was like, all right, wait, guys, hold on. Like, this is my friend DJ. He's here to help us. And I'm like, hello, how's everybody doing? And then I just hear a re, and I'm like, oh no.
It's gonna be one of these.
It's
raids.
gonna be one of these. So, so we get started. Like the first encounter where you gotta dunk the poles things, it went fine. And then we went to the baths where the homeboys are bathing, and it was just a shit show. Like we're sitting here trying to figure out how to do this. Like there was dudes just like, wait, you're supposed to pick up the buff, and no one picked up the buff, and like, why did you leave the plate? And it was like, oh wait, I didn't mean to leave the plate and not pick up the buff and come rotate. And we're just like, I'm sitting here. First of all, I haven't done Leviathan at all, so this is like the first time I'm doing it.
God, we have to take you through that.
Right? And I'm sitting here like, oh, these motherfuckers stupid. But I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be super nice and not offend anybody. But I looked at Blazing in the game, and Blazing looked back at me, and he could just feel the pain in my eyes. I'm like,
Blazing should literally. You look at the Blazing's Guardian's eyes, and he's just like,
he's just like, no, it's just a perpetual. I'm sorry, DJ. I didn't know it was gonna be like this tonight.
That's literally what happened too. I was like, DJ, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry. And so right, we actually beat the bath takers. We did it. Right, no help to the other 3 members of the team, because we actually had somebody that was not a bot that was actually participating. So
who's actually a part of the clan now.
That's pretty sick.
Who is it?
Sharp.
Oh, Sharp, you invited him?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
sick.
He wanted to join, and he was like, yeah. And I was like, okay.
That's sick. Make sure he gets an invite to Discord as well.
Yeah, it was in the Discord already.
Oh, he is? Awesome. I didn't even know.
Wait, what's his name?
Sharp.
Sharp.
All right, I gotta make sure to give my boy a warm welcome.
Oh, Sharp.
Give my boy a warm welcome.
I just gotta tell him. I just gotta invite him to the thing now.
Yeah, all right. Cool.
His description is mental state shutting down. Please remain indoors.
Yep. Yeah, that's
my favorite.
I feel that.
I felt that too. So we beat the first encounter. Now we did not get past any other encounters but the first one. And I shit you not, right? We're running Gauntlet. And we're in Gauntlet. Blazing's like, wow, DJ, you're popping off with these Warmind Cells. This shit's toxic. And I'm like, you're goddamn right it is. Goddamn right. And so I'm running ball, and like it's me, Blazing, and one other person on ball team, right? So I grab the ball, and they're shooting the things to like open up the way for me in the gauntlet. Now our team was popping off. Not one time did our team miss a ball, but every time we wiped, everybody forgot to punch their sign on the enemy team. They watched it as a spawn, and they're like, "Oh no, I thought I punched it." And then the second one spawned. I was like, "Oh, why is there 2 of them now?" And it was just constant pain and suffering. I'm just like, bro.
It literally sounds like a clusterfuck.
It was. And it wasn't even Blazing's fault, because he was trying. You know, Blazing when he plays with us, he usually doesn't have to like do anything special. He's just
He's
there.
B-Team Blazing.
He just like does what he needs to do, and we're all right. But this is the first time I've seen Blazing had to hard carry anything, and
Oh my God.
it was.
I would
I
love
felt
to
bad.
see that.
I honestly felt bad because I'm like, yo, my boy is trying so hard
He's trying his best.
to corral these hooligans, and they're just like,
Hooligan.
I'm just like,
That's what they were, dude. I can't.
it was oof, and they wanted to do freaking Last Wish. Oh hell no, I ain't doing that shit
Oh
with that.
hell no! Yeah, no. If you had trouble with levies, do not take them through Last Wish, unless if you have the energy to, and the time.
Bro, we spent an hour in Gauntlet before everybody was like, you know what, we're going to bed. Fuck this shit. I was just like,
Go home.
I
go
felt
bed.
that.
No, it's because because there was a guy there who was just complaining the entire time.
Really?
Yes, like, I forgot about
That's
that
not
too.
good for a raid team, and I even know that. I
And
mean, sure, I complain about the game, but like, I don't complain about the raids.
A homeboy, like even in the first encounter, he was like, "What do you mean I was supposed to do something?" I'm like, "Bro, you're on runner duty. Like, do your job." And he's just like, "A word? Nah." And I'm like, "What are we supposed to do? I don't know what you actually want from us. What do you play the
Was
game?"
he just like, was he just the one that's like really sarcastic about almost every single thing?
I
in the
wouldn't
raid?
say he's sarcastic, but he was definitely terrible at everything.
Oh damn.
He I think only one time he jumped on the ball at the same time to actually like get the buff and refresh, but bro, that's all I saw, and I'm like, I'm not with this. I can't even.
I can't even. Just
Bro, I odd right now. This shit is wild.
I'm having flashbacks.
It's definitely PTSD flashbacks. It's that bad.
Like, oh my god, they were so stupid.
That's I would say they're in the line with the Titan that threw the game in that comp match. That's how stupid they were. But that's about it.
that's about it.
All right, so no cap. All right, here's what I want to do. I want to actually tell you about these Warmind Cells. All right.
Okay.
Bro, so the Warmind Cells are broken. They are actually broken, and it's not even like a meme. Like, oh wow, Cold Heart's broken. It does 1 billion damage. No, this shit is broken.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. Like it's broken.
All right. So here's what's up. Right. So if you don't know, I did a video on this earlier on my second channel. It's not on my main one, but in the video with this, I'll put it in the description. Now, initially, I thought you needed global reach in order to like actually proc the Warmind cells to spawn, but you do not need that. What global reach actually does, it does damage once it allows the Warmind cells to actually do damage once you break them. So that's kind of like the basis of the Warmind cell. You can put it on global reach. It's free. You don't even have to have the season pass to use it.
Yeah.
You can just like put it on, and as long as you have a Seraph weapon, which I'm pretty sure you can get even if you don't have the season pass.
Well, as long as you have access to the Warmind, you can get it.
Yes. So as long as you have access to Warmind, you can get a Seraph weapon gun. Now, global reach, when that pops, it does about like 3k damage, right?
Yeah.
Now, how do I want to do this? I actually want to do this in order by archetype. And I while I did this video as well, I did a tier list of all the different of the current mods available. That's what I did my tier list on. So so the Warmind itself, global reach, I wouldn't give it a tier because that's like just like the basics. If you want to get a handle on like how it works, you'll just run global reach and you can start to learn what it does. Now, if we talk about arc mods, there's currently 3 arc mods available. One is
Yeah.
in the seasonal artifact, which is Tyrant Surge. So what Tyrant
Yeah.
Surge does is every time you proc an arc ability, you spawn a Warmind Cell, and then there's an
Yeah.
internal cooldown of about like 7 seconds. So what you can do is you'll throw a nade, pop a Warmind Cell, melee it pops a Warmind Cell, and those two
Mhm.
are separate from one another. Even if you pop a super, you can pop a Warmind Cell,
Yeah.
and theoretically, if you had the same nade, if the same nade was still doing damage after 7 seconds, you would get a second one from that. That's how the internal cooldown would work.
That sounds busted.
It's really good. It's definitely like if you like using arc types, arc subclass types, like especially like for Titan and Hunter, it's a lot better for them. Like for me, on Warlock, archetype is probably the most frail.
Crown
That's
of
the word.
Tempest or
So
like
well, you can
Geomax
use Crown of
or-
Tempest, but it still doesn't it still doesn't make up for the fact that the arc subclass on Warlock is the most frail subclass.
Yeah.
That's there's no argument. It just is. There's no sustainability in
Yeah,
that.
I can agree with that.
Mhm.
Very, very,
So
very.
and so Tyrant Surge is a global mod. It's not locked to a specific arc class, but the reason I put it under arc is because you're mostly using arc weapons and Johns like that, right? So
Yeah,
the other mod that's currently available that I forgot was available is one when you destroy a Warmind Cell, any unstoppable or this disruption or overload champion, they both get stunned. And
Wow.
if you run that in combination with one of the other perks in the season pass, like the solar melee that lets you stun unstoppables, and when you stun unstoppables, all your melees get regen. Like,
Yeah.
if you run it with that, like you get infinite melee punches. So with Top Tree Dawn Blade, I know this is like off topic, but that's a build that you can currently do right now. So
Because Pocket Rockets be hidden.
Pocket Rockets plus a stun, especially on in this Lost Sector Wolfie, is freaking nuts.
Yeah.
So just like that, you got your melee back, and we're running this.
Wow. That's very
Mhm.
stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Gameplay.
Mm-hmm. Bro, I'm going in. So that's like what's available right now. So
Yeah.
and those are the three ones I'll put on the art. Now, if we want to talk about Void, so let me actually there's one more for Arc. I forgot. There's Modular Lightning. So what Modular Lightning actually does, think about like Wrist Runner. When you run
Yeah.
through, instead of like destroying it with your weapon, you can run through the cell and you'll create a storm of lightning around you. Now, the storm
Yeah.
of lightning isn't actually that big. It's about like 15 meters around you. And when
That
the
sounds pretty
lightning
big.
it's really tiny compared to everything else. It's really tiny. So
Yeah.
and it bounces lightning to enemies, but it only bounce once. It doesn't bounce back like Wrist Runner. So and especially like when you're using Tyrant Surge, if you're using that or you're using any Seraph weapon, especially in high end activities, it's not worth it to try and run and pick up the Warmind Cell for Modular Lightning unless it's like on top of you.
Yeah.
So that one on the tier list would get about a B, right?
Oh, we doing tier list?
I did a tier list. That one gets about a B. Tyrant Surge
Yeah.
gets an A, and the stun is actually worth it from the stun from the solar cells. So I would give that an A as well. Now for Void is probably the least flashy one, but it's one of the strongest ones, I would say, like in terms of like CC. So there's two Void
Yep.
ones currently available. One is Warmind's Protection. So every time you spawn a Warmind cell, you spawn a Warmind cell, enemies around the Warmind Cell actually get highlighted, and they do reduce damage. I think the damage that is reduced is like 20%. And even if you don't have a Seraph weapon like equipped, like you can see all the enemies that are doing reduced damage. Like they'll get highlighted a yellow tint, so you know which ones are which is actually pretty good. Like it's really fun. Like it's not the flashiest thing, but like in clutch situations, using Warmind's protection is actually viable. So, and the other one that's available for Void right now is called Warmind Suppression, and this shit is toxic. Like you want to talk about toxic? Oh my god, Warmind Suppression is so fucking toxic. So the range for Warmind Suppression, I'm pretty sure it's like 30 meters. It is dead ass 30 meters, and one of the perks is you do reduced damage to the Warmind Cells. But because you do reduced damage, you can proc up to like four different procs of suppression, and the suppression stuns all enemies in the range for 10 seconds. It is literally one of the most toxic perks in the entire game. It's like it's obnoxious how strong it is. Blazing, you saw it when we were raiding.
Yeah.
Like
I think it's busted.
It's oof, it is. Oh, Wolfy was there too.
Spicy.
You
Was
saw
I?
me. Yeah. We were raiding on.
Oh
on
yeah.
Thursday.
And it slows them, eh? Yeah, like
Yep.
stuns them. But
It
these
stuns them,
dudes-
and they just eat shit for 10
Yeah.
seconds, and you can just do whatever the fuck you want. Jesus Christ, it is broken. Now,
Yeah.
and because you do reduce damage to the Warmind Cell, as long as you don't have any other mods attached, you can proc it up to 4 times. Like, not even as a meme, you can proc it up to 4 times. That's the only
That's a
mod you
lot
have.
of damage.
That is a lot of stuns. That is basically, if you time it correctly, that's about 40 seconds worth of stuns.
Wow.
That's a lot of stuns.
That is a lot of stuns.
That is just stun heaven.
And like
Practically.
in combination, like this is the best part of the Warmind Cells, is there isn't a limit to them. Like you can literally combo them all together in whichever combo you like, and it's just fucking toxic all the time. It's actually fucking toxic, and I love it so much. So that's the 2 Void ones. Now the Solar one, so both of them I give them an A tier. They're pretty balanced. They're not like crazy, but they're definitely fun to use and be very clutch in certain situations.
Yeah.
Now, there's 3 solar ones currently. The least important one is Incinerating Light. So if you destroy an enemy with a Warmind Cell, if you rapidly defeat enemies, you'll get charged with light, which, you know, Charge of Light last season was ass, but
Yeah.
they're doing more stuff to like make Charge of Light worth it. It'll probably get to the point where Charge of Light gets power creeped enough that it's broken, and they have to tone it down. But as of right now, Charge of Light is still ass, so don't use it. But
Yeah.
once it gets buffed and you can start comboing, the incinerating Warmind won't actually be that bad. Now,
Okay.
that's probably like a low tier. I'll give it like a B plus ish.
Yeah, you're
that's
low tiered.
that's like a stretch. It's a stretch.
It's a major stretch.
It's a major stretch. The second solar one is wait, hold on, because I have it in my inventory. It's Burning Cells. Now, Burning Cells applies to whatever range you have for your Warmind Cell, and what it does is it'll dot damage whatever gets hit by the Warmind Cell, and it doesn't kill. So when I was doing this video, I was running through Leviathan to like show off like the different aspects of it. So
Yeah.
usually what'll happen is if you'll blow up the Warmind Cell, whatever, like everything basically dies, and usually the phalanxes are still alive. Like they'll absorb most of the damage, but they'll get stunned because the dot damage applies to their shield. And the dot damage is about, against 750 enemies, it's about 32 damage over... It's 32 damage over 10 seconds, I think. No, not 10 seconds. 7 seconds. So you do about 224 damage, I think. That was the most you do.
Jesus.
You got seconds here?
Yeah. I was in Leviathan for like hours trying to like learn this and like see like how it works thoroughly.
Complete hours.
Yeah, it was. That's just how I be playing though. So, like the damage itself isn't really, it's not really like high tier damage. Like it's 200 or so damage that you'll do, but because like if something lives, the extra dot damage will take you over to killing them, or like just having extra damage being done to the boss is, to any boss really, is helpful. So that's like, you have to build around using burning cells to actually get it to work, or to like actually get it to do something. And like, so as of right now, this is the last mod that's available right now, and this shit is S tier. Like it is S tier. You have Rage of the Warmind. Now, Rage of the Warmind, when you proc it, when you destroy the Warmind cell with any gun, any weapon, whatever, it does an expansive solar blast. Now, that solar radius is 50 meters. It is
Jesus.
50 meters. It
That's a lot of
literally
meters.
will kill something across the map. Like, not even as a joke. It clear in Pit of Heresy, if you get a Warmind cell and you have Rage of the Warmind, it clears the entire tunnel. That first tunnel that we usually go through to get the orb, it clears out that whole shit from inside the room where the boss is at.
Yeah.
That's how wide that range is. And if you have it equipped with global reach, it does 10k damage to literally everything.
Jesus, that. Oof.
It is obnoxious. And in combination with burning cells, because there's no limit to which mods you can combo.
Yeah.
It does 10k damage plus 200 plus the burn, and you can stack it with the suppressing cells, so you get a stun, you get an explosion, you get burn damage, and you do 10k damage.
Yeah, that's a bit broken.
It's
a tad.
It is
Tad bit broken.
so obnoxious, and I cannot stress it enough how obnoxious this is. But it's
You say it like it's a bad thing.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad, because what makes it so balanced is that it only applies in PvE stuff. You cannot run into PvP and just fucking suppress somebody for 10 seconds straight.
Good.
Or blow up a Warmind
good.
cell and do 10k damage.
Imagine that. You get like one kill and then just the whole team walks in, you suppress them all. Or like you suppress you just suppress like a super or some shit with it. Like it would be an automatic tether from nowhere.
And what makes it worse
is
if it was in PvP, Tyrant Surge tier list would go even higher. Only because you only have to do damage with arc abilities. You do not have to kill anything. It's just damage. So you hit somebody with a nade, and the blast goes through walls. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned that. The blast goes through walls.
God.
They hide in a corner. Bang! They take 10k damage and they're dead. If it applied in PvP, which it doesn't.
Imagine if Guardians had 10k.
Bro,
Well, I mean, isn't it like 200 HP?
It's 200 HP.
200 HP, and then depending on resilience.
Will determine how much extra shield you got.
Yeah.
So it can be, I think max resilience is about, I think it's like 15% shield.
Yeah.
So
I mean, shield didn't apply in D1, and I've just been going off D1 rules. So
it's actually 10% shield. So you would have, if it's 200 health, you would have 220 shield. So it's like an extra half a bullet that you would live, but it wouldn't matter. It's a 10k blast damage radius. So what are you doing?
Like, what are you doing? You're just dying anyway. It's fine.
You are just straight out dying. It's it's pretty foul, and as soon as we unlock some more bunkers, it's going to get even worse.
I just witnessed the greatest thing ever.
What'd you see?
I went to Save 14 and he made a pigeon noise. He just goes.
I love
Wholesome content.
Wholesome content, but
He's the. I'm pretty sure he's the most wholesome character ever. That or Cade.
Yo, rest in peace, our boy. But yeah, this shit is wild. It is actually wild. And then later on, once we're able to throw Warmind Cells, because probably how it works when you the throwable Warmind Cell is you can pick anybody's Warmind Cell up and throw it.
Oh no.
So if I have suppression plus rage, Blazing, if he has the one that lets him pick it up, he can pick it up, toss it somewhere, and then I pop it, and we're just going brazy.
It's literally skeet shooting with Warmind. With Warmind thing.
And
that
then
actually sounds hilarious.
Yeah, it's fun. I'll tell you what, it's fun as shit.
It's gameplay.
It's gaming.
Gameplay. And one thing I forgot to mention is the conversion rate between the Warmind Cell, because all of them have the same like text where it says killing a combatant with a 7 seraph weapon will spawn a Warmind Cell. So, and it doesn't stack, which is good, because that'd be broken, because you'd get a Warmind Cell every kill if you have 3 or 4 of them stacked up on each other. Yeah. But it's about 1 every 4 or 5 enemies you'll get a Warmind Cell.
Imagine a horde mode with that thing.
Escape Protocol gets shit on by Warmind Cells. It's actually disturbing how hard they get fucking doo-dooed on.
Escalation Protocol gets shit on by everything we do right now.
I mean, that is true, but not as... I don't think as fast as this one. I honestly do not think as fast as Warmind Cells.
It's as similar as that meme where it's like, oh yeah, get into exotic, and then and you go and test it out on a EDZ Dreg or some shit like that.
Like, wow, this shit is broken.
Well, no, because it's like, no, actually the 4 Horseman Catalyst kind of be slapping.
I want to go grab that,
your,
like, low-key. I heard there was a catalyst, and I'm like...
It's slap.
Oh, shit, it be hidden.
I heard there was a catalyst, and I want it. Like, low-key.
No, we could grab it. It's really just grinding out...
Either Saris or Legendary Lost Sectors.
Yeah, Legendaries. I think it'll be easier doing the public event, honestly.
Yeah.
Doing the what one?
I mean, I'm not a high enough, like, not high level, but...
grinding out the public event is probably easier than the Lost Sector.
Than me, having to switch to barrier routes.
Like, halfway through, you don't have to worry about it. Randos can take care of it.
Yeah, randos will handle it.
True.
So it's...
When in doubt, let the rando handle it.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
It's the rando carry.
Yeah, Warmind Cells are pretty fucking nuts. It's disgusting how good they are. Because, right, every 1 in 5, you'll get a Warmind Cell drop, but that rule excludes Tyrant Surge.
Yep.
So, Tyrant Surge will get the 1 for every ability outside of Arc Souls. Arc Souls are the only ones that don't proc the Warmind Cell, which was weird when I tested it, but at the same time, the Arc Soul itself is its own entity. So that entity doesn't have the ability to equip mods and shit. So that's why it doesn't actually proc the... That's probably one of the reasons why it doesn't proc it. And the other reason is because regular Arc Soul can hit 3 different enemies, and you would get 3 different Warmind Cells.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, it's a balance.
Balance, major balance.
Quote unquote balance, because the rest of this shit is definitely not balanced.
Did I hear gameplay?
That's
Did I hear content?
Did I hear mindbenders? What? Oh god.
Oh no.
I swear, only when I'm around.
It really is, which is upsetting.
You guys thought I was playing when I said I had Mindbender's curse? No, I won't joke it.
I'll let you know. In the games of comp that I played, I only ran into 1 Mindbenders. And I played like 10 games last night. Bro, it's dead ass. It's just you, homie. I don't know what to tell you.
Why am I attracted to them? I don't.
I
want
always
it.
just run into Suros or
Well, Cyros is not as bad though. Cyros like
yeah.
like the auto like I guess we can talk about it now. The auto rifle buff it's strong, but Cyros and Monte Carlo are not as bad as
They're
what
not the problem.
as Hardlight. Hardlight legit is just it's just
insane.
toxic.
But like the thing is that's when if you see a hardlight user run an outbreak because you sit in the back and you just spam that
You say
outbreak.
that until they ricochet round your ass.
Yeah,
and
until
you're
they
dead.
ricochet around.
Well,
And remember,
I mean,
Hardlight
yeah.
doesn't have any damage drop off, so there isn't.
That is true. That is true. But it is harder to aim at range with it though. Even though it doesn't have a damage fall off.
Even with the
it's harder to aim with
catalyst.
it. Yeah.
Okay, I'll take your
It's
word
a lot.
for it.
It's a lot harder to aim. I tried both of it, and I still prefer outbreak than that thing.
It's especially on anomaly. Like if you run even if one guy's running Hardlight, if you get trapped in those little corners, yeah, you are pretty much in trouble the
Yeah.
whole time, and it's really hard to get away from when
Yep.
someone's running Hardlight. So, hey, that's probably the only gun I would want nerfed, and it's just like just reducing the freaking ricochet.
I want them to do like not like a nerf in the season. Like they always keep doing sandbox changes, but they never, ever, ever do they nerf a weapon until the end of the season.
Well, I think last season they in mid season they did nerf something. I don't remember what it was, but I'm pretty sure they did. It
Yeah,
probably
but
wasn't
for
like
how-
super important, but yeah,
but
usually
for
it's-
how it'll probably be like bug fixes and things like that, which is obvious they'll do. Speaking
yeah.
of bugs,
Winter's Guile is back in
Outbreak.
the game.
Outbreak and Whisper are bugged.
The quest is bugged, not the guns themselves.
The mission, not the guns themselves. Sorry, I'm probably need to be a bit more
You
specific.
want to be
than that.
responsible with your platform.
Yeah.
Responsible? Not in my America.
I mean, while you may not be wrong, this is America. Don't catch you slipping up. So yeah, I should probably run them because I still need to get my catalyst for Outbreak.
I soloed it. It's really easy.
What? So explain to us what the bug actually is.
Everything takes a crap ton more damage.
Seriously?
Okay, you know the shanks,
Yeah.
the big ones.
Mm-hmm.
You can one pulse them with Outbreak.
Wait.
The
like,
big shanks you can one pulse them with Outbreak.
like the entire clip, right? And it
No,
just
no, just one shot. Like one burst will kill them without a shield.
what the?
I don't think that's how the game was meant to be played.
Definitely Buddy didn't
That's why
mention
it's a bug.
anything about this bug because I read the 12 last week. They were like, oh, where are we all at home trying to avoid getting corona, and that was about it.
It literally outbreak. The outbreak mission literally gave all the fallen corona, and that's why they're dying so easily.
That's
That's a bit of ooh. Okay.
I mean,
you can't say that.
you
I
definitely
don't
can't say
think I
that.
can. Ooh.
You definitely
We're
can't say
editing
that
that
because
out.
one of my dad's co-workers actually passed away. God rest his soul. To
We're editing that bad
to
shit
CT
Yep.
to to the Roni, but I mean, yeah,
out. We're live, you Papega.
we are live.
We are live. So anyone that's watching, sorry about that.
No, he's not. He's not.
I am. I genuinely am. Like,
He said,
I'm not
I
gonna
might
fix
have
people.
done crack right before this this podcast. Don't worry
Might have
about
done
it.
crack once.
That's why I'm out of my skull right now. But that's all right. I'm at the farm that if not today, tonight, tomorrow. Fuck that. Cause I'm trying to get my my outbreak catalyst. Do you have to do the modular shit, like the codes and junk to actually get a
I mean,
what can I
to
say?
get the ship, yes. Which
to get
no one
I
wants.
don't give a fuck about the ship.
Yeah.
But for the the mod itself, but for the catalyst, you don't have to do any of that. Because I know for Whisper, you still got to do the you still have to open up all the
for
blighted
extra nanites
chests
and
and
things like that.
Thingy, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how much nanites it gives and how much if it will be worth it or not.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Okay.
I genuinely would not know.
If everything does like 1,000,000,000 damage anyways, it'll probably be
Yeah,
easy
like-
as fuck.
Like literally, you could like because I got to the boss room with I think it was 3 minutes
Mm-hmm.
because I was just vibing. I was just like I died to the I forgot what his name was, the Robo Boy.
The Walker.
Robo bitch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The freaking sweepy.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
Trevor,
dude that
Trevor.
goes Trevor. That's his name.
The Roomba.
I always keep thinking it's Clive or something, but yeah.
DJ Clive coming to clean up your room. Mom said it's my turn on the Xbox. Go clean your room, loser.
DJ Clive and DJ C were
Roomba noises intensified.
imagine if it was just one Roomba though, like
That's how I envision it. It's just a freaking Roomba.
But it is though. He's just vibing. He's like, "Why are you in my room?"
They're like, why? I'm trying to clean.
it's like that Super Bowl ad where I think it was for Alexa and like all the Roomba just goes Waza. I remember
Roombas
that.
aren't real.
Jesus Christ.
Roombas are just a whole different thing, dude.
Mm-hmm. Good loady wody.
Mm.
I think. Do we got anything else? Blazing. I think it's your time to shine.
Yeah, it's blazing.
I had a topic. I was literally just sitting here. I wasn't thinking about my topic or not.
That's usually how it
I-
goes.
Sales. What you want?
I literally came up with one on the spot, dude. Like, use your head.
Because Wolfie forgot his. Like that's.
Yeah, I
literally-
forgot
his.
mine in the
You
chat this
forgot
morning.
yours. I came in here with no standards or expectations.
He's just like, I just work here.
Yeah.
He's just that random janitor we pulled out of nowhere. He's just
To be fair,
Well, you
I
know
only
what's
like
crazy?
he was very important in last week's episode. He got inspired. Let's just say that, and he did some work last episode. So I'll give you this one off, I guess.
What? Oh, what were we talking about? Me talking about stuff? I can talk about more stuff.
Do whatever you want.
You
You got
really
the
want
next.
how actually because last time I was on the podcast, how are you doing, Blazing, about Mara and Shax?
All right, listen here. All right, we don't talk. About yeah.
Oh
Anyway.
my god. Yeah, he's
Why you
just
guys
like,
do
you know
that?
what? You know what?
I don't lick food because I'm hungry.
All right. So let's since Blazing's hungry, let's actually end this here. Let's see. I want to thank my co-host first of all for being on the pod today, for moving whatever they had to move to be here with me tonight. You guys are awesome. And this week, this upcoming week is going to be interesting because we got Iron Banner coming up, so don't forget about that. Iron
The
Banner's
new
coming
moon.
up.
The new
New
moon.
bunker, which Monk says is going to be on the moon. He
Yeah,
says it's going
it
to be
is.
the moon. Okay, so it's confirmed it's on the moon.
Yeah. There was a notice for it.
Okay, cool. So new bunker spawning on Tuesday on the moon. What else we got? New pinnacle weapon. It might be pinnacle, it might not be, but
It's ritual, but
it's
yeah.
ritual for the stag for
Yeah.
Iron Banner as well. So keep your eye out for that. If you don't have an outbreak, go get your outbreak before the mission gets fixed.
Yeah.
And Whisper, if their mission gets fixed, you want to go grab that. And don't forget to donate your Warmind bits to Rasputin once you get 280 Warmind bits. Unless you're saving up for next bunker, because that is one of the easiest way to get pinnacles right now. Once you fully upgrade your bunker, 500 bits, and you can just buy a pinnacle, which is kind of sick. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, like sure, it is worth the grind, but like damn. Yeah, the amount of Warmind token things you get is just it's crazy.
It gets better as you level up.
Yeah.
The climb gets a lot easier instead of.
I mean, me and you have just been sitting here and we've just gone through a legendary bunker, my own little bunker.
Mm-hmm.
And I went from 0 Warmind bits to 90, which is a lot.
Yeah, and that's not even. I don't even know if you were doing the the Rasputin bounties, like the extra ones for
No,
12.
I haven't done any of the bounties yet. So like,
that just keep out grinding. I know the streets are hard. Make sure you guys are taking care of yourselves. Another thing, party up with somebody. Get extra Warmind bits definitely. If you can't party up with someone, make a request for either all three of us to join Choo Choo the Moon, because we'll carry you through shit, because that's what we do.
we're the A team.
I don't know about that one. We're the A teams in PvE. In PvP, you gonna have to find somebody else. I ain't gonna.
Yeah, me and DJ are the A team, and B team Blazing over here is.
he's working on himself right now.
He's gone to go eat. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's already out of here. So with that being said, thank you for watching. If you're in the stream, thank you for viewing or listening. If you're on Spotify, thank you for viewing on YouTube. We will catch all of you wonderful people next week. And have a great rest of your evening, day, whatever time you're doing this.
Stay safe out there.
Stay safe out there, Guardian.